Okay everyone, let us now try to solve example number 4. We need to find the equation to hyperbola with center at 1, -2, one focus at 4, -2, and one vertex at 3, -2. We need to graph the equation as well. Okay, so let's plot our given first, like what we always do. So 1, -2. So 1, -2 is actually right here. So this is our center. So let's take note of that. 1, -2 is our center. And one focus at 4, -2. Focus 4, -2 right here. So 4, -2 is our focus. And one vertex is at 3, -2. So 3, -2 right here. So this is our vertex at 3, -2. Okay, so as you can see here, our focus and our vertex lie on the line, as well as our center lie on the line y is equal to -2, right? So if we draw that line here, so we can conclude that our transverse axis lies on this line, right? So y is equal to -2. Okay, so we need to find the values of our a, b, and c here. So our a is actually the distance from the center to one vertex. Okay, so what is that distance right here? So we have here, this is the distance that we're talking about. So 3 minus 1, that would be 2, right? So therefore, our a is actually 2. So this is the absolute value that we're talking about here. So if we need to plot it now, then you can use the plus and minus 2, and you can add it to the specific coordinate in our vertex. Okay, so we now know that a is 2. A is equal to 2, right? So what is our c? C is distance from the center to one of the foci, right? So actually we have here 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So our c is equal to 3. Now we can find b again by b squared is equal to c squared minus a squared. So b squared is equal to 9 squared minus 2 squared. So we have squared is equal to this is not 9 squared but 3 squared. Okay, 3 squared, so that is 9 minus 4, and b squared is equal to 5. Okay, so and then you will get positive negative square root of 5. Now if you're talking about the distance only, then you can get the absolute value of this. Okay, and you will get the scalar value of b, which is only square root of 5 without the positive negative. So it depends on the context. Okay, now that we now have our value for our a and b, we can find the equation of this hyperbola, right? So since the transverse axis is at y is equal to -2, it is horizontal. So we can say that if the center of this hyperbola was at the origin, it would be of the form x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. But it is not at the origin. So we need to take this into account, of course, because our center is not at the origin, it is at 1, -2. Okay, so now let us review our shifting concept. So if it is shifted 2 units downward, so what do we do with our y? So our y becomes 2 units downward, so that would be y plus 2, right? Y plus 2 squared over b squared. So minus, so what happens to our x squared here? So from the origin, the center is moved 1 unit to the right. So if it is to the right, then it is actually minus, right? It's minus 1 squared all over a squared is equal to 1. Okay, so this is now our format here, the shifted parabola already. Now it's just a matter of substituting our a and b here. So let's try that. So x minus 1 squared over a squared, which is actually 4, minus y plus 2 squared all over b squared, which is actually 5, is equal to 1. Okay, so this is now our equation. Okay, that's really cool, right? Okay, now if we try to graph this, now let's try to graph this manually. So our distance, so let's find the other vertex on the left side. Let's see, we have a distance of 2 right here, right? So this is 1 and then 2. Our vertex will be here. Okay, now our b is plus minus square root of 5. Now that would be 2 point something. So let's just, this is 1. Let's clean it up first, okay? This is a 1, 2, and then it would be approximately here. And then the same thing happens on the other side. 1, 2, 3, approximately right here. So if we, and the other focus would be right here, 1 unit to the left of the left vertex. Okay, so if we draw our invisible box right here, we draw our invisible box and we connect the corners like so, passing through our center, and then our vertex is right here on the x-axis, right? So if we connect that like that, so you will get this particular plot right here. So sorry if it's a bit messy, so you can graph it yourself and see what you get. Okay, so let's check the answer if we actually got it right. Okay, so there you have it. Very awesome indeed. Okay. Okay, so there you have our equation here, and we got it correct. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned something in conic sections for this certain module. And yeah, see you in the next videos. Thank you.